managed to say. Oh, for fuck's sake, go away! So, how does it feel, stud? I heard malicious laughter from the place where Lena had just been sitting. So, that's your new way of pranking me, is it? Using the others? Me? Pranking? God forbid. Indeed, you got a kiss from a sweet girl thanks to me. On the cheek, but anyway. I really wanted to beat him up at that moment, but I wasn't even sure that he's a physical being here. I presume that this prank wasn't your last one, I said, calmer. Who knows? Who knows? Isn't it fun? The pioneer laughed hard. Perhaps Professor Moriarty laughed like that, anticipating the success of his diabolical plan. You're certainly having fun, but I'm not. Relax, dude. There's almost nothing left. And here you go, your second lap. After you do a dozen, then you'll earn a pit stop. Although, you probably won't need me then. You'll figure out everything yourself. It's not like I need you right now, either. Oh, what ingratitude. Just cut it out. If you'd ever. Just shut up already. No understanding. Shut your damned mouth! I screamed so loud that the walls trembled. The front door suddenly burst open and Elisa came in. Is it just me, or has someone gone completely nutty nuts? She asked with fright. Well, you could say so, I answered angrily. Why are you yelling? 'Cause I want to. I've already realized that the accidental arrival of Elisa was either planned by this pioneer, or would be commented on by him in a manner that I'd sooner drive a pair of nails into my ears than have to hear. Have you gone psycho or something? Elisa reclined on a bed in a laid-back manner. To what do I owe the honor? I came just for the sake of it, and you're just here screaming. You aren't doing anything just for the sake of it. I've got nothing to do. I've packed all my stuff. It's boring. Well, well. If you think that I came to you because... She threw an angry glance at me and turned away. I really shouldn't have come after that. After what? I haven't said a word. Of course, you thought it instead. Oh, so you can read minds now? There's no need to read your mind. It's written all over your face. It was hardly possible to read anything on my face besides fatigue and anger. And what have you read there? That's none of your business. Well, it's not like I'm holding you here. Forget it. I'll go wherever I please. Don't boss me around. Okay, stay here then, for God's sake. Anyway, I liked Elisa's company much more than the pioneers. I lay back down and closed my eyes. Took Elisa a few minutes to break the silence. You really don't want to tell me anything? For example,
today's the last day, after all.
So, you're happy?
Well,
she babbled uncertainly.
Everyone's leaving.
Good riddance.
And that's all?
You need something else?
Didn't you like it here?
Her voice sounded unusual. I've seen better places.
Damn, you're so dumb that speaking to you is a complete waste of time.
She got up and headed to the exit. Yep, good luck to you too. Elisa turned to me. Her face was writhing with anger.
Couldn't you at least have said that you'll miss me?
Sure I will.
Wimp!
She slammed the door loudly. Stupid. Elisa didn't hear my last line, of course.
What a wayward chick, huh?
As good as you are.
And you, in that case.
Of course. Keep comparing me to yourself. I remarked mischievously.
But what's the difference? We're in the same situation. I've just been here a little longer. Well, in fact, a lot longer.
And you've already gone completely nuts.
No wonder.
His hoarse laughter was really pissing me off. Listen, have I already told you that you should be an actor? You'd do a brilliant Hannibal Lecter. Especially since you consider yourself a psychiatrist.
I'll think about it. Well, now I must go. Maybe I'll see you again.
Get lost. I turned to look at him, but the pioneer had already disappeared. Finally. But nevertheless, why did he come? It might be the case that me, him, and others like us are the only real people around here, but I desperately didn't want to believe that. Excuse me. All his speech seemed like some sort of a complex game. Like he's trying to give me one hint after the other, trying to lead me to something, enabling me to discover some kind of devious plot. Too bad he's not really successful at that, because I'm out of ideas. Time dragged on deceitfully slowly, but it's 5 p.m. already. It's common during the summer. If one counts the seconds and minutes, it appears that even a single hour would never end. But if one thinks of anything else, then the whole day flies by quickly. I decided to start packing. They could leave without me. I quickly took all my winter stuff and shoved it into my bag. I was almost about to jump onto the bed again, but the door opened and Olga came in.
Oh, I see you've packed already. That's great. Let's go.
I got up reluctantly, grabbed my simple luggage, and followed her. I really don't care what will happen next. I had long suspected that nothing was up to me in this world, and recent events had reinforced my complete confidence in this. I might wake up tomorrow in bus number 410, or I might not wake up at all. And that's all, folks. It's all that simple. There's no point in staying here. There's nowhere to run. Basically, my only exit is to leave on the bus with everyone else. Go into the unknown. That's all I'd been doing for the last week, stumbling along a narrow path in pitch-black darkness, unsure of where is the beginning and where is the end. We were almost approaching the gates when I heard someone calling my name.
Semyon. Semyon.
Olga, excuse me just a minute.
Okay, but make it fast or we'll leave without you.
I headed for the bushes that the voice came from.
Semyon. Semyon.
Is it a ghost? I waded through the thick greenery and came out onto a forest path. The voice seemed to be calling from nowhere. One moment it was heard behind a tree, and now it seems to be behind my back. Probably it's one of those aliens from the parallel worlds, but I suspect that I haven't met this exact one before.
We don't have much time.
I'm listening.
I know that you've already been contacted by him and him.
Yeah?
And I know what they've told you. Don't ask me how.
Okay.
But you must know one thing. The thing I know. There's more than a dozen of us here. In fact, more than 1,000. But a lot of people got out.
I've tried to digest what he said and phrase the right questions. Then why are you here?
I stayed.
Why?
To help others to find an exit.
How generous. And why should I trust you? You're the third one already. Well, in fact, I'm not even sure that you all aren't just my hallucination.
It's not about trust.
Then what is it about?
It's about the right choice. Consider this camp to be a giant maze. You should take a few right turns to find an exit.
Okay, and how do I know which ones are right?
You will know. Come with me.
Where to?
To the second lap.
Hold on a sec. That pioneer said that my second lap will start tomorrow.
He lied.
The speaker raised his voice.
He's gone completely crazy, and he's trying to destroy all the others.
So, if I don't go with you, and leave on the bus then, I'll be destroyed, right?
I don't know.
Then why do you say so?
Nobody ever returned after a conversation with him.
Listen, why should I trust you? I was definitely on the edge. While that pioneer just mocked me and didn't seem to be a real danger, this one clearly spoke about things worth being anxious about. I couldn't decide which one should I trust. This problem is like trying to get a blind man to say whether the light in the room is on or off. He can only guess. Just like me.
Hurry up. Time is running out.
Hey, wait a sec.
Make a choice. Are you coming or not?
Oh, butts. So theoretically, if I follow, I might find a way out. If I don't follow, I may screw myself over, but not necessarily. This one doesn't seem nearly as crazy so far, but for all I know, it's the same guy messing with me. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Okay, let's go. Anyway, he sounded more credible than that crazy pioneer. Of course, this solution could be fatal, but the alternative isn't any better. I just took a shot in the dark. Okay, so where are we going?
We are already there.
Okay. My eyesight started to fade, and I felt my consciousness leaving me.
Epic fail. Oh man. Achievement unlocked.
Semyon's bad end. Wait, was that literally the end? So I chose the wrong option. I should have gone back. Really? It's just gonna cut me off like that. That's it. There's no going back. Oh, please tell me there's an epilogue or something. That bothers me. So, if we're to go off of this, the pacing of this game, at least with the decisions that I made, were a little unbalanced, I feel like. I mean, we were trying to figure out just how the heck we ended up at this pioneer camp and what the heck was going on. We don't find out until day 6 why we ended up there. Day 7, we didn't really get anything out of that. I was expecting something a little more dramatic. I mean, maybe I guess I should have gone back. I should have ignored this brand new voice that I've only found for like 2 minutes. I kind of want to play this game again to see what the options are, because I feel like there were endings with the various other characters. I got that feeling that if you interact with certain characters long enough, you're going to get some sort of ending with them. That's the way most of these visual novels are formatted. I guess maybe I talked too long to my alternate dimension, my mirror universe self, and that kind of screwed me over. I don't know what to say about that. But Semyon as a character frustrated me, because he gyrated between I gotta find out answers to hey, let's sleep. A disconcerting amount of time was spent with him sleeping or napping or just avoiding trying to find answers because he's feeling lazy. And then the only other guys were really Shurik and Electronique. Shurik, I don't understand. He had a fugue state of let's wander off to the abandoned camp with like the triple inception of abandonment down in wherever they ended up, attacked Semyon, and then completely forgot about it, and everyone just brushed it over. There's gotta be more to that storyline. I don't know what Electronique's story is. I didn't really go down any of those paths enough, I think, to get enough of a feel for that character. He's definitely the electronics master, it seems like. Maybe even more than Shurik. And then there's so many girls that I don't know how many playthroughs it would take to actually get all of their various backstories. There's gotta be more to this than what we've seen from my choices. Apparently I chose very poorly for this game. And I got the anticlimactic ending, which is very frustrating. I was really hoping for something a little more dramatic. Olga is definitely the one in charge for the Pioneers. That much was made clear. But the fact that she just avoids our questions, and if we go a little out of line of what's normal, things just get glossed over. It seems like all of the characters are on rails to a degree, and the storyline is on rails. There's certain spots where you can make a switch to a different track, but there's no going back, and you can't really tip the cart. I kind of wish that there was a little more flexibility in either breaking the system and showing that, hey, you broke the system, this is not going to end well, or find a better way to play off the fact that everyone's avoiding your questions and not telling you what the heck is going on. Lena is another character that I can't figure out. There's got to be more to that storyline, because she comes off as the very shy, possibly, I don't want to say damaged, that's not the right term. The people I've seen who have those personality quirks that she showed for a majority of the game implies that she would have depression or anxiety issues or self-worth issues. I'm still convinced to a degree that this game is playing off of certain psychological disorders, from like depression to anger management to bipolar. Each of these characters have certain attributes that really led me down that avenue. I was not expecting parallel worlds with a time loop mixed in for fun. And overall, this was an interesting story. I became somewhat engaged, although frustrated, because we weren't getting answers, and then the answer we got just powered through day 6 and 7, and we lost track of all the other characters, and how they would react to that. I don't know, maybe I just chose the worst line of choices for what I wanted out of this story. I feel like I am going to have to play this again a couple times around, make some different choices, see what paths I get led down. For those of you curious about this game, I feel like after this, I would hesitantly recommend it. I feel like there is more to this game than what I've seen. I just don't know how much more, and I don't know how satisfying it will be after a few more playthroughs. But overall, for a visual novel, it has great scenery. It has a decent enough cast, although the plot we were led down was a little unbalanced. Maybe some of the others are better. The music was fantastic. Kudos to the sound team on this one. I love the music. Yeah, I am gonna have to play this one again, make some different choices, see what some of the other paths are, because I am curious. There's gotta be more to this story than what I've seen. There's gotta be more to these characters. Like, I'm hesitant to go down Ilyana's storyline. I'm not quite comfortable with some of the things they pitched on that one. Elisa, I'm intrigued by because of the music aspect. I'm curious if that would get played out at all. I want to know what Lisa's story, or Lena's story is, because there's more to her than just the shyness and awkwardness. Because she showed confidence at times that, granted, were confusing because of the context, but there's got to be more to that character. But yeah, overall, give the game a try. It was interesting. I had fun for the most part. And depending on how some of the other choices go through in this storyline, I might do like an epilogue episode of some of the other choices you can make and how that expands on some of the characters. I can't guarantee it, but chances are I will, just because I really am curious what the heck is going on in this game. There's gotta be more than what we've seen. But until then, it's time to wander off, go do some other creative endeavors. Thank you all for joining me and going through Everlasting Summer with me. Summer has ended. As of this recording, it's actually almost winter. Goodness. By all means, tune in next week for, I don't know, most likely continuation of World End Economica at this point, because I believe that game is still going on. Because World End Economica is actually longer than I expected. And I don't know what will be coming after those two visual novels. We'll have to wait and see. But again, thank you all for joining me. Check out this game if you are intrigued to the other storylines and character arcs that I hope are there. And I will see you all next time.